All right, good afternoon, traders. Today is September 18th, 2025. My name is John Carignan. I am the lead instructor here at the BYOB Trading Room. That's the day trading service for the hit and run Candlesticks family. Hey, let's go through some announcements real quick, and then we'll do the market wrap up. First one, well, we had the members e-learning today at noon. It ran till 3. Next week, September 23rd, Rick's got the Road to Wealth workshop. It's free to attend. All you got to do is register. Scan this with your smartphone camera. You get a little pop-up. Click the pop-up. It opens up your browser and you fill in the registration. I'll leave a link in the description of the video. All right, that's September 23rd, Road to Wealth workshop for hit and run Candlesticks trading room. All right, so just want to let everyone know about that. And how I made 2K today on an 87K account. Markets still bullish. All right, let's take a look at the markets today. All right, we still have consolidation over prior consolidation. We are still bullish. Okay, we've got two things. If two things break tomorrow, good chance we're coming down even further. Okay, first one is the rate cut anchored VWAP low right here. That's this pink line. Second one, major support of the past three days of consolidation. Okay, in other words, all of this right through here. Okay, if this major support breaks here, this breaks here, good chance market's probably going to come back down to this uptrend line right down here. All right, and if that fails, even lower. All right, so below the past 3 days of consolidation. All right, and below right here, this is the rate cut anchored VWAP low right there. Okay, so we've got both of those I would be watching for tomorrow. As of now, all of this consolidation that we had in the pre-market and the open market is bullish in nature still, even up here in the nosebleed section. All right, so just want to say we're still bullish. All right, markets put in on 10-minute chart. Let's take a peek at the 10-minute chart, and you got a 10-minute downtrend coming into the close. 2-hour chart, 2-hour uptrend coming into the close. Daily chart, new all-time high, doesn't get any better than that. All the way at the top of quadrant 4, as I zoom out, all right, that's bullish, still in an uptrend. Let's take a look at QQQ. Okay, new all-time high, that is bullish and still in an uptrend. FNGU. New all-time high, that is bullish and still in an uptrend. Let's take a look at Diamond Dow. New all-time high, that is bullish and still in an uptrend. IWM. Oh, this is going to be close. It's going to be a nail biter. Now, normally that opens up over here. Somebody let me know. Is IWM a new all-time high? Yeah, what a candle on IWM. Anybody know if IWM's an all-time high? A new all-time high. Anybody? Anybody? Yes. Fahad says yes. New all-time high for all of the Fab Five. Same day. Wow. What a day, what a day, what a day. Okay? IWM, new all-time high. Diamond Dow, new all-time high. QQQ, SPY, FNGU, all new all-time highs. Thanks, Gene. And Gene backs it up with his affirmation of new all-time high in IWM. Okay? I knew it. Okay, I knew this was going to make a new all-time high before we rolled over. All right, new all-time high in IWM. 16 of the 16 Fed cuts, S&P at or near highs, 12 months later, have been higher. All right. Good news for the market. All right. I like that kind of data. And there's Tex. He's data driven. I mean, if you want a data, he'll grok it. And then after he groks it, he'll share the info. Love it. Every time. All right. Love that. So there's IWM. All of the Fab 5 printing new all-time highs. Let's see what we got for. Let's go look at some commodities just for a second. Let's take a look at gold. Gold is lower high, lower low, closing inside a bullish trap over the rising 17. Hey, gold is bullish, still in an uptrend. Silver lower high, lower low, closing inside, wrong one. Silver inside day, higher low, lower high, closing inside the bullish trap over the rising 17. EMA, silver, bullish, still in an uptrend. All right. I said you bounce off minor support and you're going to get a bounce. So let's just see what that looks like. I just want to see. Okay, pull back, hit the minor support, and we're bouncing up lower. Oh, look at that. Big exhaustion candle. Biggest one you ever seen, right into support. Silver looks higher tomorrow. Okay, big exhaustion candle right into minor support. And here we're coming back up. I think we go back up tomorrow. Back up here, 38.50, 38.75. Right back up there. There's silver. Let's take a look at UNG. Nothing. I don't think I'm going to be impressed with UNG or USO. All right, UNG still in a downtrend. In the middle of quadrant 4, that's bearish and still in a downtrend, UNG. Okay, let's take a look at USO. USO neutral, lower high, lower low, closing in the bullish trap over the 17. Neutral and in an uptrend that's not moving up. All right, so there's USO. All right, let's take a look at our technicals. Technicals for today. T2101. Well, it didn't get as low as it did yesterday, but I'm going to say we keep melting off in participation lower and lower. Today was not lower. All right, but it wasn't any improvement over yesterday. All right, so just saying, this is the reversal area right in here. I think maybe Tuesday, turnaround Tuesday might be the reversal time. We'll see what happens. But T2101, market breadth, losing wind in the sales right there. Okay, T2101. T2122, just as I suspected, back up into the buy zone. All right, got tossed out by the bears, and we came right back with a vengeance and just camped out right on top of them all day. All right, in the buy zone. T2122. Like to see us in the overbought zone sometime tomorrow and Monday, and then turn around Tuesday. We'll see what happens. All right, so there's T2122 camping out in the buy zone. Hey, what do you know? All right, when all of the Fab 5 print new all-time highs, yeah, you better be in the buy zone. You should probably be in the overbought zone. All right, T2123. Let me get the right day here. This is 17. Okay, so not a new all-time high in T2123. Still holding the higher ground. Okay, and still in an uptrend. All right, still in an uptrend, still holding the higher ground, still up over the rising 200 SMA. So 15-minute chart is still bullish and in an uptrend on T2123. 3-bar chart, still bullish, top of quadrant 4 here, over the 200 SMA, rising 200 SMA, still bullish and in an uptrend, T2123. FNGU, new all-time high, of course. Bullish and in an uptrend. Look at that bullish gap, not filled by the bears. Look at the hold. Look at the plank up there. Consolidation. Nice pennant happening. FNGU. It's bullish. Still in an uptrend. All right. Let's take a look at what we did today. Only made 2K. I lost on these puts. Okay. I had tried to double down and get out, and I couldn't this morning and today, and I wound up closing out the puts right here for small loss. All right. Actually, big loss, but I lost 2,400 on the puts. All right, so pull up the puts and pull up the 5-minute chart of the puts. Okay, so wound up clearing out of the puts. Wasn't going to get a better price than that. Okay, so small loss on those QQQ puts. Probably could have held those puts. I would have got rewarded on those. With the QQQ kind of melting off today near the end of the day. But I got out of those puts. Probably could go right back in, and they got 1 day left. 570. I don't think we're hitting 570. But so got out of those with a loss right there. Okay, made $44 on Ether. Sold into the strength up there. Made $461 on Marvel. Sold into the strength up here. Okay, you can see selling into strength. Here's the option, selling into strength. Okay, Ether, again, selling into strength right up there. QQQ, 841 on September calls. Again, selling. Okay, selling into strength up there. Okay, right out the gate. 624. Well, probably could have kept those too. Those turned out really good up there. QQQ calls, 841 on those. I got those. 624 on September. SPY calls, 670 strike. Sold into strength on that one. September 668 calls, made 74 on those. Sold into strength up there. QQQ, already went through that. 560 on some QQQ puts. Looks like sold into strength on those. And QQQ made 200 on some 604 strike calls. Sold into strength right there. Probably could have held those longer. You too. All right. And lost $48 on these, trying to sell into strength and trying to buy the dip, and it not working out for me. Not today, not with the meeting and everything. Intel was the biggest winner for me for today, with that $6 gap open. See, huge $6 gap. That was my winner. 6666 right there. Not a good number. But anyways, price action ripping right there at the open. That's it. All right. Best day ever, Gene. Love it, Gene. That is fantastic. Over 6 daily goals. Love it. Tremendous day on PLTR, NVDA, TSM, SOX, SMH, IWM, and TNA. Wow. Nice day. Yeah, Fahad, everything got new all-time highs. Yeah, you confirmed it earlier. Yeah, Gene the Machine. Yes. Way to go, Gene. Love it. All right, until tomorrow. I'll see you guys all tomorrow. Hope you all had a good day. Mine wasn't that eventful. Again, we got more consolidation. Again, I'm still bullish up here. We are hitting the ceiling. Okay, we are on SPY. So be careful, traders. See there's an uptrend line right there. You're kind of hitting the ceiling up there. Maybe we can climb back on top of it. I got another one. Let me see where else. See another ceiling right there. See how we're hitting that ceiling on that one, and see right there. We're up there banging on our head on the ceiling. Nothing says we can't get over it. All right, and that is bullish consolidation over prior consolidation. Okay, so we very well could start a new channel up here. I don't know, or we start just moving to the right. I'm not sure. All right, but we're up here at the top, and T2101 is market breadth is at an all-time low in the reversal zone. So I don't know what happens tomorrow, but looking at the price action, I mean, that's bullish. So maybe we break out and hit a new ceiling. I don't know. Something's going to break. Either this one's going to break or the breadth is probably going to break. Markets reset next week, not to mention quadruple witching tomorrow. Should be a wild and crazy day tomorrow. All right. Probably a big V or a big peak that comes back down into a valley. All right, traders, that's it for me. Everybody have a beautiful afternoon. I'll see you guys all tomorrow at 8 o'clock. Don't get in too much trouble. All right, let's save your ammunition for tomorrow. Save them for the trends. If we don't get a trend, let's just hold off. All right, there'll be a good trend sometime here soon. All right, see ya all tomorrow, 8 o'clock in the morning. Thank you, everybody.